Yes, a beautiful day right here in the city of Lagos. Today, the 24th day of April 2025. Welcome to Spotlight on Super 92.7 FM. Yes, Spotlight is the show where we dissect top trending stories of the day relating from politics, governance, health, education, business, and many more well and informed intrusion analysis. This is Spotlight on Super 92.7 FM. My name is Michael Ian. Today on Spotlight, I will turn the sport into two things. First, we look at President Bola Tinubu and the opposition. Yes, we're looking at President Bola Tinubu and the opposition. And also, towards the end of the show, we'll look at immigration reform in Nigeria. Immigration reform in Nigeria. Let's begin. Ahead of the 2027 presidential election, supporters groups of President Bola Tinubu, which are called the Disciples of Jagaban, DOJ, have dismissed the strength of opposition political parties to unseat Tinubu even with combined forces. Meanwhile, major opposition parties in the country have warned President Bola Tinubu not to get carried away by the recent vote of confidence he received from governors elected on the platform of the All Progressive Congress and other political bigwigs at the recent National Executive Committee meeting of the party, where members of the APC NEC last week also passed a vote of confidence on the president. Even still, former national chairman of the party, Senator Adams Oshomole, seconded the motion for Tinubu's second term endorsement. 20 former chieftains also of the defunct Congress for Progressive Change, CPC, who was the group who left to form a coalition called APC, then who served as senators and House of Representative members in the 7th National Assembly, pledged loyalty to incumbent President Bola Tinubu. And just yesterday, it broke the news that the administration in Delta State, had definitely turned the spotlight and moved to the Progressive Congress, and that's talking about the governor of Delta State, the former governor Okowa, and also commissioners and members of the House of Assembly. And now joining us live to look at this matter, this issue, this conversation is a legal practitioner, a human rights activist, and also a PDP governorship aspirant right there in Oyo State. We have another person down, Chief Niyi Aborisade. Chief, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning, Chief?
I'm doing well.
All right. Ofose. Mr. Goddie, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Michael. It's nice to be here this morning. Welcome back from your vacation.
Thank you very much. I mean, it was a restful one anyway. And now let's move to the conversation. Let me start with a governorship aspirant right there, a PDP governorship aspirant right there in Oyo State. I mean, will you argue? Who will argue and win the case for this 2027 election? It seems to be like just yesterday we got the breaking that all the state entirely is now an APC state. And as I'm talking to you right now, there's been a lot of wagging tongues. A lot of people are saying, well, Tinubu, don't trust politicians. But the judge also is talking tough that this cannot just happen right now. So all of this, what do you think about the drama between the president and the opposition? You are an opposition, or you are in the opposition party also.
Yes, thank you very much. Well, the opposition is strong in Oyo State, and I believe it's strong throughout the country. There are some few elements of our party that are trying to cause problem in the party. Probably they are being sponsored by the president. Nevertheless, 2027 is still very far. a lot of problems will arise also in APC. All those people who have no ideology, who are crossing to another party, they are going to cause problems within the party as well. Because those people that have been working for APC for some time, they will be upset. Because those people that are coming, it may be with an agreement to take over the party. And I don't know what they are looking for. Look at the former governor of Elder State, Okonwa, someone that has been picked as vice president in the last election. We don't know what he's looking for after benefiting from PDP for many years. And so it shows that these people that have been ruling us for many years, they have no ideology whatsoever. There's no political ideology. They are like prostitutes. They go to anybody that have the power or money. Because one cannot see the reason behind the sudden moving away from the opposition. Perhaps they are thinking because Bola Tinubu is now the president of the country and they are better off joining the APC. They cannot say it because of ideology. They are not joining the party on ideological basis. It is very wrong and it's bad for the country as well. It shows the caliber of people that are in this country. And let me correct something. They can't say all the people of Delta State are now APC. That's totally wrong. That's fallacy. Because those who are moving, they can say, oh, they are moving, but they cannot speak for the people entirely. People have to come out by themselves. Because some group of people are moving to another party, now they are saying all the state. That's wrong. And there will be total change very soon. Many also from C, they will go to PDP. And look here.
I mean, when you say that the governor has moved, defected, deputy, House of Assembly members, you know, how many? What else is remaining? So it's
there are millions of people in that country. You see, when we are talking about what are the numbers of people that are crossing over? They are not up to 1,000. They are not up to 1,000. And we are talking of we have at 1 million people that we vote.
The governor is the leader in the state.
They are collapsing their own structure. The leader does not. Sometimes in Nigeria, let me say this: the leader in Nigeria does not actually represent the will of the people. We know what is going on. So when they say the leaders are crossing, it may not be an entire state. Rigging and everything is how some people get into power. So we can't say entirely because some few clique, some group of anarchists, they are crossing over to another party. Does not mean the entire people. There are still many people in that state that are in PDP. In fact, they have been playing hanky-panky for some time. That will solidify PDP in that state. When the rebels move out, then they clean the entire executive of the PDP in that state. And many good people of ideology, people who know what they are doing, people who are in politics not because of money, but because of what they can give. Those are the people that will now take over the executive of the party. And there will be progress within the party. It's even fine that we are removing a rotten teeth. You know, a rotten teeth can cause danger for the rest of the teeth. So it's better if they go. It shows that they don't even have anything to deliver more for the state. So let them cross over to APC, and people with stronger opinion, with stronger opposition, will emerge from the state.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Let me come to our editor-in-chief, the industry newspaper there, Mr. Goddie. Mr. Goddie, you heard that coming from Chief Niyi Aborisade there, saying that the leader doesn't represent the will of the people with what just break out in Delta State. What's your reaction, your comment to that?
Well, good morning, and I think the gentleman has made a very valid point. First, let me say here that this is not the first time governor is moving all the apparatus, the structure of a party to another party. It has happened before, and it will continue to happen because our democracy, our politics is devoid of ideologies, unlike what is happening in the other climes, like the US, the mother of democracy. I feel that first and foremost, it is not looking well for the party democracy in Nigeria when such issue happens. If you remember, in 2015 elections, about 5 PDP chieftains and the governors moved to the APC. And in the 2029 elections, 2023 elections, we all have APC. The likes of Tom, they were in APC, they moved to the PDP. And that, again, in itself, it shows that the democracy is active and people have the right to choice of association, the fact that they belong to.
Okay, Chief. Sorry, Chief. I don't know if you can help us mute the mic so that we have a better flow, better communication. Yeah. Chief, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm talking to Chief Niyi right there. Chief Niyi, I don't know if you can hear me.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, because of the communication technique, yeah, I don't know if you can help us.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Chief.
I don't think
So,
so.
yesterday, I think what makes it very instrumental is that in the last general election, Okowa was the vice presidential candidate to the PDP. And today, he has moved. We are still waiting for the party to give the reason why that move is necessary. I think the Senator James Manager has actually gave a hint about what happened. He called so it's part of politics. We are going to see a lot. I mean, from the purveyor of political theories, they say 24 hours is a long time in politics. So therefore, I feel that if all of this is about 2027, then we have a lot more coming. And don't also forget that former Senate President Bukola Saraki has already told us that there are governors in the PDP who are not ready to support the candidate of the APC. And again, we have also seen governors who are in PDP who are obviously openly speaking for the APC. Speaking for, let me not say the APC, speaking for the president. Because the president now is the leaders of the APC. So when you speak for the president, when you say the president is doing well, you are inadvertently also saying that the APC have done well. Therefore, I'm speaking as a journalist and a political commentator this morning. There are a lot coming. People are expressing fear for one party state. People are saying, blaming Mr. President. And I'm not seeing the hand of Mr. President in it. I remember in 2003 elections, the current president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was the only AD governor at that time. And he had his brother, President Obasanjo, as a president. He never left the AD. We have in Anambra, apart from Badinoju, that was a governor, one-time governor of Anambra State, since Obi became the governor of Anambra State in Abga. Abga has never had the opportunity to move the party, move the government. Even this country, they have been very consistent. So this is devoid of what party. It's not just about greed. People looking forward to holding on to power rather than staying their belief, staying their ideology, believing, staying put. Somebody says when you don't believe on something, when you don't have a belief for something, you fall for everything. So that's what is happening in our political space today. It's very disheartening that the people of Delta State during the election campaign, and the people of the Delta State believe that PDP had the best programs and voted for the party. But today, we have PDP moved en masse into the PDP structure. I don't want to, like the gentleman said, not everyone in Delta State moved, but the PDP structure, the structure that was held by the governor and the former governor and the speakers and who is who. And we are also waiting to see the #1 politician in Delta State also announced. We have seen his daughter and move to APC. And what I'm talking about, Chief James Ibori, maybe his own announcement is coming very soon. We have also seen that he has completely also show sympathy, show interest, show allegiance to the APC. So maybe his own announcement will come later, now that the whole structure that he built has been moved into the APC. Michael.
I'm sure there must have been some consultation before this movement happened. But let's still move on the conversation. In case you're just tuning in, yes, we're looking at Tinubu and the opposition. President Bola Tinubu and the opposition. Yes, you can join in the conversation calling us on 0705 6900 927. 0705 6900 927. Or call us on 0802 502 7711. 0802 502 7711. Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, please call us back 0705 6900 927. 0705 690 0927. Or use the order line 0802 502 7711. 0802 502 7711. Let me come to Chief Niyi Aborisade. Chief Niyi, as it is right now, yes. I mean, Joe Igbokwe, chieftain of the All Progressive Congress right here in Nigeria, has come out to say that, well, all states in southern Nigeria will definitely vote for President Bola Tinubu re-election. That's including your state, or your state. And it seems to be like, this coalition thing is really not working well. Fayose made a comment on, maybe let's listen to what Fayose had to say on this coalition thing. Then we'll come back and address all of these issues surrounding the president and this coalition drama.
So don't let us waste time about coalition. There's something called coalition. Obi cannot go to Atiku. Atiku cannot go to Obi. Buhari has disassociated himself from it. And a number of people. You see the rate at which the PDP is decamping and defecting. How many people are defecting from APC? So don't let us fool ourselves. Something is fundamentally wrong in PDP that needs to be fixed.
And that's the voice of the former governor of Ondo State right there, talking about Fayose. You had them, Mr. Chief Niyi. You had that Fayose right there saying something is fundamentally wrong in with the PDP. And also, Joe Igbokwe is also saying that, see, the southern states right now is all for the re-election of President Bola Tinubu. What do you have to say this?
Now, let me see this. As a matter of fact, Fayose is one of the renegades within our party, within PDP. Of course, he move here and there. He's not stable, he's unstable as water. What he said today is different from what he said tomorrow or what he said yesterday. Anyway, the most important thing is power belongs to the people, not to the party. Right? So what is happening now? The people will rise and take the power in a way. So PDP, actually, there's no doubt about it. Something is fundamentally wrong within the party. For example,
what is that thing? What is that thing you think you are in PDP? What is that thing that's fundamentally wrong?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The failure of the executive to discipline people like Wike with his anti-party activities is one of the things that are fundamentally. I don't know why PDP becomes so weak. But I look at it, I think everything has to do with money. Some of the governors of PDP that are crossing over or that are working for the opposition, it is because they have sufficient standing in terms of finance. Some of them are financing the party. And because of that influence, the monetary influence, it has turned to a cankerworm that is eating deep within the party.
So do you agree? Do you agree that Wike is the bone in PDP's neck right now? Is that what you're saying?
He's involved in the problem. Look at what he's doing. He has promised, anybody who watched the video clip, he has promised President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that on his mandate he stand and he will not even work against him. As a matter of fact, he will support him for 2027 election. And he's in PDP. Such pronouncement, such decision, so it's a flagrant disobedience to the constitution of PDP, and the executive should act immediately, but they fail to act. Failure to act then and now is a big for the party. So the party needs reformation entirely. Otherwise, the party may collapse. Of course, we are strong in Oyo State. PDP has no problem in Oyo State. But in other areas, and Oyo State cannot stand alone. We can't stand in isolation. So to take power back, something has to be fixed within the party. The executive must come together. They have to go back to the drawing board. What is happening? Why are these people leaving? Of course, they are bereft of ideology, but something is fundamentally wrong with them, and we have to acknowledge it. Failure to acknowledge it will mean the party may collapse completely. Like AD. AD collapsed completely because they did not check the canker within them at that time.
Okay.
One of the canker within AD.
Okay.
You know, so unless we check the canker within the party,
All right. I was saying, okay, thank you very much for that. Quickly, I want to go to the phone lines and from Nigerians. Hello, good morning.
All right. Hello, good morning. Good morning to your guest.
Good morning. What's your name and where you calling from?
Ben from Iba.
All right, Ben from Iba, please make your comment.
If you have to tell PDP the truth, it is Labour Party that depleted PDP in the South and North Central. All the votes of PDP votes have gone to Labour Party, and there is no remedy. The only problem PDP have is failure to endorse P2B in 2023 general election. And that is the problem. And then we can make sure that PDP will never correct it, that abnormality. And that is the problem they have. Atiku and Wike are the problem of PDP, not only Wike. Let me tell you, all these governors that are defecting, it doesn't mean anything. No. Nobody follows governors. It is only governor that is performing, like Zulum, like Martin, like Leslie. All these governors, if you look at the 2023 general election, without having any state, 112 states, 12 states. Look at somebody like Yaya Bello, that was a sitting governor. He did not get the senatorial vote to go to House of Assembly. Now that has got the disgracing. Look at Solomon Lalong of Platt. He did not get it. He was disgraced. It was only a Picos that just do wuru and get it. You look at Lagos State. Someone who with all the things I would did. P2B won them here. Was P2B the governor of Lagos State, the whole Lagos State? Look at Benue. P2B won. One in Nasarawa, one in Cross River, APC State. So we should not be. Ifeanyi Okowa was the vice president running candidate of Atiku. He was supposed to deliver his state. He did everything humanly possible. Yes, P2B won Delta State. Peter Okowa have no electoral value. It was Peter Okowa who is following now because of 1.3 trillion case he have with EFCC. In order to escape that disgrace, he have 1.3 trillion. Well, in that case, we put him in prison. That was why he carried his godson and entered APC. It does not say this.
All right.
APC is now in one basket. There will be disgrace in 2027. The 213 million Nigerians will come out in mass and they will fear. Tinubu have lost. He's not performing. People are dying in Nigeria. Tinubu, they want to deceive him and collect money.
All right. Thank you very much. Time up for that. Thank you very much for your comment on this conversation. Well, if you agree with me, Mr. Goddie, like they say, once you join APC, all your sins are forgiven. Mr. Goddie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
I said, if
come again. What did you say?
I said, if you agree with me, like they say, once you join APC, all your sins are forgiven. So it seems to be, the No matter how it is, no matter how bad it is, no matter how deep the canker worm is eating and all, once you join APC, your sins are forgiven. Can you hear me?
That infamous statement was made by the former chairman of the Adam Oshomole. Be that as it may, I feel that, like the chief Niyi said, the vein of PDP's problem is in discipline. People not, the leadership not putting his foot down, the leadership not putting his foot down to discipline those who have had issues with discipline. There's what they call anti-party activity. And they said, what is anti-party activity? When you completely campaign against your own party, or when you are shown to have shown sympathy and interest in other party against your own, or when you are using your resources to help other parties in the course of winning an election against your own party, when you have meetings, secret meetings, nocturnal meetings with the opposition against your with the intention of harming your party's chances at the elections. These are clear anti-party activity. And the moment the elections was over, the 2020 election was over, PDP set up a committee, and the committee has not been able to mention a name. I mean, it is very obvious. It was very obvious. Wike did not allow his own party campaign at the national level, campaign in his state. He openly told them that he cannot guarantee their security. That means when it comes to political issues like that, the governor now take ownership of security. But when it comes to insecurity that affect the common people, the governors became lame dog. Let me say this, right? Let me say this for the record, Michael. I think that what is happening in our political history right now is going to, in the end, still better, because tomorrow the same thing may happen to the APC when they leave power. You know, in Nigeria, people become the members of political parties. Prominent people become members of political parties because of the very reason that they are in government and they can benefit. Some of them will move away from their political party to the other one. So I believe that someday APC will lose full of power at the center. And I believe that someday what is happening to the BDP will also happen to the APC. And who says, I keep saying it, who says that you must rely on the Delta money, on the Rivers money, on Akwa Ibom's money to win an election? Look at what Peter Obi did. Peter Obi did not have a single governor in Labour Party. Look at Iron votes. And the person that won the election, he would have had 8 million, over 8 million votes. All right?
Anyway,
so the person who did not have a single governor, I'm coming, Michael, please allow me to learn. The person who did not have a single governor, who did not have a single legislator, who did not have a single local government chairman, campaign around Nigeria without a state form. So I think the solution to this lie on powerful men, on government to form a party. We should go back to how the party was formed. The party was formed by the people, was funded by the people. People funded the party, paid their dues, just like a community meeting, just like a community association. People paid their dues, and the party used the money there to fund the party. Therefore, the party became more powerful than the individual. But today, because when the PDP seems to have been down in the after the 2015 election, Wike stood up, provided money, and brought the party back. Now he is taking ownership of the party. Now we are talking about anti-party activity. It's not just Wike. We saw Tom. We saw the current. I wonder what is going through his mind. The current governor of Oyo State. I wonder what is going through his mind, because from his interview, it's looking like he wants to also have a shot at the presidency in 2027.
That's where I was going to also. That's where I was driving to. And that's why we have Chief Niyi. Though we know you have a very busy schedule today because of your campaign. But quickly, before we let you go, Chief Niyi Aborisade, let's just bring this to light. The governor of your state seems to be like one reflecting around, with the presidency. And like Dele Momodu says, the governors are running to APC out of fear and coercion. How do you say? What do you have to say in regards to this?
Like I said earlier, the problem within the party at that time caused deflecting around by some 5 governors with the current president because of indiscipline. Like my friend just said, indiscipline within the party. If Atiku had listened at that time, it would have been different. But because of his failure or arrogance, failure to listen to the people, that is why something happened within the party. Of course, the governor all the 5 governors that came together at that time, calling themselves Grade 5, should have listened also as well within themselves and resolve the issue instead of going to the opposition. The opposition is the opposition. They are setting trap for other parties. And it's like PDP is entering the trap in a way. And that's why we are seeing deflection. And because of some people who have stolen in their state, they have stolen something, like my colleague said here, there said that whatever you do, once you cross to APC, your sins are forgiven. They are afraid of EFCC. They are afraid of what's going to happen after they finish their term. So the best thing for them that they think is to move to APC. But this is wrong, because at the end of the day, APC may not be in power in 2027. And some few people, things may change. People who don't even have interest in politics, when they see the way things are going, they may decide to join politics. And we see numbers of people. Politics is a game of number. We see a number of people coming out to vote and remove this tyrannical government of APC. Things are hard for the people. If you look at the cost of fuel today, it has never happened. It's unprecedented. If you look at the amount, if you change 1 pound to naira now, it's 2,100 naira. Things are difficult. People cannot eat 3 square meals a day. In fact, people cannot even 1 time a day. They are begging. A lot of people have been turned to beggars. They are talking of palliative. What are they doing to this country? People should change. Those who are moving to another party are the problem of this country. We need to do something to take this country back. Because the way things are going, if care is not taken, people will be down on the street for hunger and starvation. The education is very bad, it's very poor. People, the amount of money that the federal institutions are even collecting from students is unprecedented. They are asking them to take loans. They become debtor to the state. So things have to change. We need another party that can take power. And what's the best party that can take power? It's PDP. So I think with the exit of some people, PDP will reorganize itself and they become stronger than ever. And come 2027, PDP will take power from APC.
How does the exit of people from PDP gives PDP power? You know that you need more of the state to have power.
That are causing problems within the party. These are the people. And like I said earlier, or if you allow a rotten teeth, if you contaminate the other teeth and it cause problem for that person, let them exit the party. And then we can take the party back from the reactionaries. Most of these people that are exited the party, they are reactionary. They cause problem within the party. So let them go. They are devoid of principle. They are devoid of ideology. So we don't want them in our party. We want people that knows what to do. They meant well for this country. Those are the kind of people we want in PDP.
But your governor seems to be flirting with the APC. Seems to be on the fence, not for PDP and not for APC. And it's you know what I'm talking about. And you talked about
reformation. Reformation.
You talked about
PDP is going through challenge. PDP is going through challenges, but there will be reformation. Challenges leads to reformation. APC will collapse very soon. All those people that are going down, they will become problem in APC. So, as we are going through the formation, I believe our party will come out stronger than ever. Once we get rid of the cankerworm within our party, then the progressive people will take over the party. All we want is to have progressive people in power, not reactionary. Reactionary, they joined PDP at a time. They are not in foundation member of PDP. They joined PDP at the time because of what PDP can offer. Now that they think APC can offer something better, they join APC. That is fine. That's not a problem. And because at the end of the day, go on.
No, land. At the end of the day, what happens?
PDP will take over. You wait and see. 2027.
Okay.
PDP will take over.
All right. And then you made mention about EFCC. You said that as it is right now that some people are afraid of EFCC. Are you not afraid of EFCC? Yeah. Chief.
And what they are running from, we catch up on them.
I'm putting it to you. I'm putting it to you, Chief. Are you not afraid of EFCC? Yes. You are an aspirant, a governorship aspirant in your state. Are you not afraid of EFCC?
I make all my money from my legal practice. So why should I be afraid of EFCC? Because there's nothing on me. If they can come, they cannot find anything on me. I've never worked for government in life. I've never been a civil servant. So all the money that I'm spending in my campaign, they are my personal money. I'm not taking money from any politician. So, like Bob Marley said, last time I don't work for CIA. So I am not part of them. I'm one of the cleanest candidates that PDP can provide. I've been a human rights activist for more than 30 years, working for the progress of this country, campaigning for the betterment of our people in this country. So that's why I offer myself to serve the state, because I know I can make that positive change.
So what's
needed in this country?
All right, thank you for that. What happens if your governor decides to move to the APC? What happens to?
I don't see why he will move to APC. The governor is the strongest man in PDP Southwest today. So what is APC going to offer our governor in your state? He's stronger. He's very intelligent. He knows what he's doing. So I don't see him moving away from our party. Why should he move?
What happens if Sheyi Makinde decides to cross to the APC? What happens to you?
I don't see that happening. So I cannot speculate. I don't see that happening. Because there's nothing he's looking for. He had 2 times already. So what are they going to offer him? Unless they offer him the president. And Tinubu will not concede that. So as much as Tinubu will not concede the presidency for our governor, I don't see why he will move to APC. APC, you will see the problem very soon. Within the next 3 or 4 months, you will see how APC will begin to collapse. People will move away from that party. That party is a cankerworm to this country. They are cankerworm to this country. So we are going to remove them. The people, the will of people, will emerge very soon. It is the people that determine who will govern them. And power is meaningless when not cemented by the will of the people. So in that case, PDP will take over power, because the people who are suddenly behind PDP, they know what is going on.
All right.
How do you force people who are hungry? How do you force people who don't know where they will sleep? How do you force people who don't know what they will eat tomorrow, even today, to vote for APC? APC has caused problem more than any party in this country. We know how things were before Tinubu came to power. So we know how it is now. Can anybody in his right mind say APC is doing well? It cannot be.
All right, thank you very much.
All
right, thank you very much for this comment.
I'm still very much around for the other one.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much for giving us your time today. Okay, Mr. Goddie, you were trying to make a statement during this conversation. Please, quickly.
Yes, the ballistics that are capable of deciding this country. And somebody, he said in one of your remarks that the difference of the APC said that all the South will use for the president. So what that means us is that if they not now bring their own candidates, they not.
I didn't say so. I was making reference to a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress who said that all states in the southern Nigeria will vote. I quoted Chief Joe Igbokwe.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Now, those are the statements that are capable of dividing us on the north and south line. So I feel the way we are going, and I think the true representation of the Nigerian president when he's capable enough to garner vote from the south and north. And that's why in all of the effort and all of the endeavor of the former president Muhammadu Buhari in the past to become the president of Nigeria never came to fruition. Because he always got his vote, he always got the suspicious 12 million votes from the north. So until he went to a party that can help me get vote from the south. Therefore, I think people should refrain themselves from making statements capable of further dividing us on the ethnic line or regional line, as you say. I also want to say here that, you see, Chief Niyi is predicting the collapse of the APC. It may or it may not. And don't forget that the man that is the president today is a former politician. He's a politician that I myself admire. I mean, when he was out, he was able to keep it out, even when the houses around him were collapsing, right? So it tells that he orchestrated the political party to take power for the first time from the sitting president, all right? So today he's the president. He has learned from all the mistakes of the past president. He has learned from all the mistakes of the past leader. And you hardly will see him make any statement concerning party issues. He concerns himself about governance. Yeah, they say politics in Nigeria is actually played in the night. Maybe in the night the mind does not speak. So I wouldn't want anybody to put blame on the president that is the one of frustrating people moving to their party. Listen, Michael, when you put sugar somewhere and you put salt somewhere at the same level of the floor, and you split them apart, watch and see where the ant is migrating to. And I can tell you that the ant is migrating towards the sugar, while the salt is still the way it is. What will happen to the soil is that instead of ants migrating to the soil will begin to diffuse and turn to water. So if politics is about Israel, first and foremost, if the APC is doing something that the entire state that has never been in opposition will move their structure, all right? To move their structure, because if that election has gone the PDP way, today, Ofose would have been the vice president of the federal executive. But it is so shameless that our politicians do not even look over their shoulder. That at the end of the day, a state like Delta State, all storm will move into the party. That is for the fear of losing an election. There is nothing more than that. Let us call a spade what it is. A spade is a spade, a shovel is a shovel. Therefore, for the fear of losing an election, the entire apparatus of the political party who has been in PDP from day one move also into APC. All right? And the APC, so shamelessly, will not even, that means the party welcome the criminals, the thieves, the murderers, everything. Issue a statement and welcome them. On what basis did they come? What happened to those who were in the party? What happened to the likes of Tiamo, who also praised the movement? The Tiamo who has been scheming to be the leader of the APC in the state, for the very fact that the governor has moved into your party, that you are no longer the leader. What happened to the former senior president, deputy senior president, who has been the leader of the party, who was the governorship candidate of the party in the last election? What happened to him? Because the governor becomes automatically the leader of the party. The president, the party discuss everything that they want to discuss with the governor, because he owns him and he has the mind. So therefore, let us look at all of these things. It goes to show how terrible, how badly our political parties are being run, how simplistic, how for the lack of a better word, how idiocy our democracy has been, that anybody can wake up tomorrow
and cross carpet to another, and cross carpet to another party without blinking an eye, without understanding the working and the doing and the functions of that party. No, what is it called? The governor, Sheriff has never been in APC. Okowa has never been in APC before. He doesn't know the working of the party. He doesn't even know the functions of the leadership in the party. Now they've moved into that place and they will now become the leaders of that party in that state. So how are they going to function very well and manage the party very well? So
that's a big question. That's
why the well-minded people in this country are still not in politics because of the way politics is played in Nigeria now.
All right, that's a question on this political gimmick in Nigeria. Lagos, yes, let's talk. Super FM 92.7. This is Spotlight in case you're just tuning in. And yes, we're looking at the President Bola Tinubu, and the opposition. Call us on 0705 690 0927. 0705 690 0927 or 0802 502 7711. 0802 502 7711. You can also send in your messages via WhatsApp on 0705 6900 927. 0705 6900 927. Okay, let's go to your messages. He says, good morning, crew. Olamileko from Lagos. For the people defecting to APC, it shows that loyalty for this government is cash and carry. Thank you very much for your comment there. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
It is good morning. What's the name and where are you calling from, please?
My name is Chris. I'm calling from Warri, Delta State.
All right, you're in Warri presently now?
Yes.
All right, please go ahead.
The drama right now, it's really chaotic what is happening in the political space. I keep saying this, and I'll say this, that these politicians are just doing everything they can to secure themselves ahead of the next election, while some are doing this to protect themselves from what is to come if they are not in the side of the ruling party. Some of them, they know their hands are stained with blood, with money that they could have not collected. But because they don't want the hammer to hit them on the head, they have run to under the canopy. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
Anyway, why you mention the word blood, I defer you there, because do you have proof to what you're saying? Do you have evidence to what you're saying?
What I'm trying to say is their hands are not clean when you look at the games they've been playing in politics. Okay. So they know that if they don't run to the canopy for protection, they know what is going to come after them. I mean, looking at the case of Okowa, who is having a case already, they are running to where they will be protected, so that when the time comes for the hammer to hit, they will be safe. You know, understand what I'm saying? So this is what is happening in this country. They are running to where they can find safety. You know what I'm saying? So whatever is happening in this country right now, it has been planned before now.
All right, thank you.
Do these things. And it's obvious for Nigerians. I will tell you, please, this country is not for us. It's not for everybody. Should just fight for themselves, because these politicians are fighting for themselves for their pockets.
Anyway, we don't promote that right here. Thank you very, very much. We don't promote such comments and everybody fighting for this. This is a democratic government, and we have a leader. All we can just say is to correct our leader, to criticize when they are going wrong, and to call them to action, to do the right thing. And we know they are human beings. Here or one or two, but one way or the other, they will definitely get it right. Yes, colors 0705 690 0927. 0705 690 0927. Or you can all call us on the other line, 0802 502 7711. 0802 502 7711. You can also send in your messages and WhatsApp on 0705 690 0927. Via WhatsApp is 0705 690 0927. The other lines to call is 0802 0802 978 8003. 0802 978 8003. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's the name? Where you call it from?
Yeah, Mr. Ben again.
Okay, quickly, please.
You see, PDP now, they are like a patient that is in oxygen, but they have only one lifeline, and that lifeline is P2B. If PDP adopt P2B now, they will resurrect.
All right, thank you.
They lost South, they lost North Central. They don't want to tell themselves the truth.
Thank you very much for your comment, dear. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Steve.
Your name is what?
Steve. Engineer Steve.
Okay, Steve, from where?
I'm calling from Lagos.
All right, Steve from Lagos. Please make your comment.
All right. Thank you very much. You see, the scenario that is happening right within the political parties right now is the problem of we people. The problem, why I'm saying this, right? Be it APC, PDP, the main problem in PDP is the people, that is in PDP. Simply because they have destabilized the good organizations of PDP. The center have already fallen. They cannot hold it anymore. And every one of them, politics is a game of give and take. Politics is a dirty game, right? Those people that is moving from one party to another party is to what they are looking for, what they are going to gain there, and at the same time they are trying to save their head. So tomorrow you may be surprised that all those moving to PDP, APC right now, they surely come back to PDP.
Okay, thank you.
When they organize themselves very well, they will come back because they are going into the APC to go and destroy the APC, go and destabilize APC. When they're able to achieve what they want to do, they will come back to the PDP. And also, they are using the people of Nigeria. All this thing that is happening in Nigeria is happening in all African countries. It's not a strange something. But
okay.
Which country have to know where are manner to handle the situation, right? There are all those people that in politics, they are using ordinary people, and there's no way we can fight for ourselves. The people that have already stole the money of Nigeria, if I say I don't like him, if they give me certain amount, now I will follow him, because that is exactly what I want.
All right.
Politics is something that we have to take and give it like that the way it is.
All right.
But I know the situation of the country right now. APC is going to do what they within their power. And then, President Tinubu is not, one man for the whole life. As we are talking 2020, I pray for his life, but as we are talking for 2027 right now, if God says going to read that year, fine. If it's not, another thing will happen. The only thing that let's know, we people should know the way and manner we are going to follow our state.
All right. Thank you very much for your comment. We're running out of time already. Let me come back to our guest. Chief, it's been a wonderful time having you on the show this morning. Sorry we can't have the other conversation on immigration because of our time, but we'll come again and have this conversation because it's really, really important at this time. I'm legal practitioner, human rights activist, and a PDP governorship aspirant in your state, Chief Niyi Aborisade. Thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
And also the editor-in-chief, the industry newspaper, Mr. Goddie Ofose. Thank you very much for your time this morning.
And thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. We must not be afraid. I hope my governor is not also warming to cross carpet to the APC. I'm afraid, indeed, that
all right.